In this package, Governor Udom Emmanuel charges Akwa United to win Federation Cup to justify state's huge investments in sports. Commissioner for Women Affairs charges caregivers to provide unbiased attention to every child. And Afen Fukwana proclaims the demise of former Cross River State Governor Donald D. Etiebe. A very good morning to you. This is AKBC 45 News. My name is Agnes Udo King Brown. Ahead of Sunday's Federation Cup final, Governor Udom Emmanuel has charged Akwa United players to write their names in gold by winning the cup for the first time. Mr. Udom Emmanuel gave the charge while addressing the technical crew and players who call at the government house. Colonel Edem Efreti reports.
Commended the organization for complementing their response.
Governor Udom Emmanuel told the players to make history by winning the cup, adding that it would be of great honor not only to the state but also to the players and technical crew. He encouraged them to play as a team, remain focused, and exert confidence in themselves, guided by the can-do spirit of the Akwa Ibom man. The governor, who assured them that they would be celebrated should they bring the cup home, assured them that he would be at the Teslin Balogun Stadium, Lagos, to cheer them on to victory.
So I believe whatsoever they've achieved till today is purely leadership, starting from the commissioner to the board members to the technical crew. But there's also what we call a near success syndrome in life.
Commissioner for Youth and Sports, Mr. Monde Ebonguko, who led the team, said the visit was to bring to the governor's notice that the Akwa United has made it to the finals of the Federation Cup. Mr. Uko, who used the occasion to inform the governor of the challenges faced by the management of the team, pledged the readiness of the team to win the cup. He thanked the governor for his support for the team, even as he called on spirited persons to lend their support to meet the needs of the team.
And I wouldn't expect anything less than the cup coming back to Akwa Ibom. I am very happy that we got to this point, and the good Lord that brought us this far can never leave us behind.
The captain of the team, Mr. Otobong Effiong, who spoke on behalf of the team, assured the governor and people of the state of the commitment of the team to making the state proud by winning the cup. Colonel Edem Efreti reporting.
The Commissioner for Women Affairs and Social Welfare, Dr. Gloria Edet, has called on community-based organizations and caregivers to embrace the fundamentals of child care, survival, and protection by providing unbiased attention to every child in the state. Dr. Gloria Edet made the call while declaring open a 5-day training program organized for community-based organizations involved with orphans and vulnerable children by the Association for Reproductive and Family Health in collaboration with the Minister of Women Affairs and Social Welfare. The story is here presented.
The Commissioner commended the organization for complementing the responsibility of the government by harnessing human, material, and financial resources to enhance child care, protection, and survival. She called on parents, guardians, caregivers, law enforcement agents, and youth to partner with the state government in fighting child abuse and acts of violence against the child. Dr. Edet, who said that the future of the country rests on the children, called on parents and caregivers to involve sound disciplinary measures and proper orientation for children. She thanked the Association for Reproductive and Family Health and the United States Agency for International Development, the sponsors of the training program, for choosing Akwa Ibom as one of the benefiting states for intervention. The Commissioner thanked Governor Udom Gabriel Emmanuel and wife for providing improved access to services for vulnerable children and disclosed that over 700 vulnerable children have been sheltered and protected. While charging participants at the training to take advantage of the exercise, Dr. Rated called on parents and caregivers to desist from allowing their words to hawk till night or face the wrath of the law.
This is an opportunity for all the CBSOs to come and learn, because training is very, very important. For you to do any project successfully, you must come for training, because you cannot tell people what you don't know.
Speaking earlier, Mr. Matthew Ogunmodede, the Director of Programs Association of Reproductive and Family Health, appreciated the administration for taking proactive steps towards childcare and development. Mr. Ogunmodede said the training would update the participants' knowledge and skills on care and support for orphans and vulnerable children, as well as persons living with HIV and AIDS as caregivers.
You will agree with me that we have a great task on our hands. Having been supported by the United States Agency for International Development to implement and enroll service about 150,000 children in those states.
Papers were presented on National Priority Agenda for Orphans and Vulnerable Children programming by Mrs. Benedict Udo Ekwere of the Ministry of Women Affairs and Social Welfare. Care and support for HIV and AIDS by Mr. Matthew Ogunmodede. Children and child protection, child abuse, neglect and exploitation. At the training, the Commissioner for Women Affairs presented computers to community-based organizations which took part in the exercise.
Students in Uyo yesterday converged in a Memorial Event Center in Uyo to celebrate the 2015 International Students' Day. It is an international observance of student activism. The date commemorates the anniversary of the 1939 Nazi storming of the University of Prague after demonstrations against the killing of Jan of Plato, following in the occupation of then Czechoslovakia and the execution of 9 students by leaders of the Nazis. The day was first marked in 1949 in London by the International Students' Council. Livingstone Daniel has the details.
The purpose of the day was underscored by most secondary schools and higher institutions across the state turning up for the celebration. The events commenced with various secondary schools dramatizing the Dakada Creed, the moral and spiritual rebirth campaign of the state government, while Naki's choir also rendered a piece.
Dakada, Akwa rise to the face of greatness, rise to the face that with God all things are possible.
Dakada, I've come to tell you, I've come to tell you, I've come to tell you.
In his remarks, the Commissioner for Education, Elder Nneka Nakpan, said the present administration has, in addition to sustaining the free and compulsory education program, approved funds for the payment of overseas scholarship for Akwa Ibom indigenes and bursaries for those studying at home.
I want to reaffirm His Excellency's belief in ensuring that the education sector is revived in Akwa Ibom State and value is added.
In a panel discussion, the lead discussant and the Chief Executive Officer of the Gemstone Group, Mr. Fela Drotoye, said Nigeria is not a nation but a country due to its ethnic, religious and cultural diversity. According to the guest speaker, a country can go ahead to become a great nation, citing USA as a case study. In their contributions, the Commissioner for Women Affairs, Dr. Gloria Rated, and his youth and sport counterpart, Sir Monday Ebonko, says students are the conscience of their generation and constitute a bastion of hope for moral, economic and political leadership in the society, but caution them against engaging in social vices that are inimical to their future.
No cause is too difficult and no cause is too simple. When you make up your mind, you will achieve it.
Some generations
are bestowed with the mandate, with the power, by Providence to do something that no other generation has ever done.
What we are saying here is that you shouldn't allow anything to be impediment for your getting to that greatness.
In her remark, the Special Assistant to the State Governor on Student Affairs and the organizers of the events, Comrade Uto Bongokman, appreciated Governor Udom Emmanuel for sponsoring the occasion, noting that it is a demonstration of his love for Akwa Ibom students.
Why we are doing this is that this is the first governor that has appointed 7 classroom students, a very, very junior student, as an essay to governor. Greatest Nigerian student.
The 2015 International Student Day had as its theme student leadership and the challenges of nation building. Livingstone Daniel reporting.
In line with the policy thrust of President's administration to create wealth and alleviate poverty among the citizenry, the Ika local government, in conjunction with an NGO, Sunrise Development International Initiative, has flagged over 5-week free skills acquisition training for youths in the area. The Chairman Transition Committee, Mr. Marcus McDonald, said at the opening of the training that his administration, through the Ika Community Human Capacity Enhancement Project, decided to partner with the Sunrise Development International Initiative to train youths of the area to complement the efforts of the state government. The report is here presented.
Which is sponsored by the local government will afford the participants the opportunity to engage in productive ventures. He charged the participants to take the exercise seriously, adding that at the end of it, examinations will be conducted and that only those that make up good grades will be empowered with financial support to start up their businesses by the local government administration. Mr. McDonald appealed to the facilitators to ensure that they give their best to the participants to make them better products.
In our commitment to make sure that all youth in the Ika local government area is committed to either going to school or engage in skill and craft, we have decided to pay for your form.
The director of Sunrise Development International, Mr. Sonny Ntwenibok, said about 3,000 youths of Ika will be trained in 19 different skills in the next 5 weeks, adding that the training has been arranged in such a way that it will give the trainees the opportunity to attend in either of the 2 sessions of morning and evening daily. Mr. Ntwenibok stated that for participants to qualify for the award of certificate, they are expected to have not less than 75% in attendance, as well as passing the examinations that will be administered in the course of the training.
Giving you money all the time, and you do not have any training of any kind, we will keep collecting and borrowing money. But with this gesture, quite a lot of you that will be committed to the end of the training. You see, one thing is to start the training, and another thing is to complete the training.
Other speakers at the occasion included the Secretary, Ika Local Government, Mrs. Victoria Thomas, Local Government Coordinator of the Program and Supervisor for Rural Development, Mr. Mfon Idio, Supervisor for Health, Mrs. Nsipiet Udoikbong, and Special Advisor on Women Affairs, Mrs. Augusta Osoro. The basic entrepreneurial skills include catering, interior and outdoor decoration and event management, production of soap and insecticide, paint production, bead and hat making, fashion and designing, salon service, installation of DSTV and MyTV, fabrication and welding, plumbing, photography and videography.
More news after the break. Stay with us.
I believe in the collective power of you and I. Together, we can build upon existing legacies to birth the land of our dreams. Let us work as one, devoid of tribal sentiments and political differences. Let's throw away violence and embrace peace. Let us work with government to make Akwa Ibom an industrial hub. Create employment for our youths. Boost security, agriculture and healthcare. I am you. and you are me.
We are the future.
We can make a difference. Let's come together and embrace the new Akwa Ibom, an Akwa Ibom under the leadership of our governor, Mr. Udom Gabriel Emmanuel. For
we believe in Akwa Ibom.
We are a threatened generation, stalked in the consciousness of militarization. Failure to debrief our citizens leads to impunity on the part of leadership. The greatest office is neither that of the executive nor the legislature, but the citizens. Democracy returns power to the people. State of the nation, updating your political consciousness for political relevance and proper integration.
Welcome back. The second civilian governor of the erstwhile Cross River State, Chief Donald Dick Etiebet, is dead. Chief Donald Etiebet was the governor of then Cross River State in 1983. The death of Chief Etiebet was announced by the paramount ruler of a Senedom local government and president, Afen Kukwanang Obon Cosmos Okunapan, at the Independence Hall, Abak. Celestine Equera was there for AKBC 45 News.
Making the proclamation, the President, Afen Kukwanang, and paramount ruler of Senedom, Obon Cosmos Okodokpan, described the late Chief Etiebet as one who had realized early in life that his destiny would be better fulfilled by upholding the traditions of his fatherland. Hence, his selection as family head, community leader in his clan, and then in Oruanam, and finally Akpananang of Anang land. According to him, the late Chief Donald Etiebet used his knowledge and resources in providing effective representation, leadership, and development in Anang land and beyond. Obon Cosmos Akpan enjoined the bereaved family to work in concert with relevant authorities to plan a befitting funeral for the late icon. The first son of the deceased, Barrister Anyeka Etiebet, who unveiled the life history of his late father, said the late Chief Donald Etiebet finished his primary education in 1948 at Ibadan Central School and obtained a law degree in 1971 at the University of Lagos. He became a senator representing Ikot Ekpene Senatorial District between 1979 and 1983, and in the same year he was elected the governor of former Cross River State.
He remained a peacemaker for excellence, even to his detriment, wherever he went. He believed that his life was impact others positively.
The younger brother of the deceased, Atuekong Don Etiebet, former Deputy Governor Chris Ekpenyong, the Itai Afenang Okukupayos Esidedi Food and Transition Committee Chairman for Oruanam and Abang local government areas, paid tribute to the late Chief Don Etiebet.
He began by a great democratic process. The first a minority in the whole of that state at that time, to be elected the governor of that state.
Who doesn't know about the state of Jimmy? They are quite like one. And this is a man who has taken time to build the Anang nation so that
a minute silence was observed in honor of the late Chief Donald Dick Etiebet. The funeral of the late Chief Etiebet is billed for 11th and 12th of December 2015. Reporting for AKBC 45 News, Celestin Ekwere.
Kingdom Football Club of Nsrubum have emerged champions of the second edition of the Instant Unity Football Tournament, organized by the youth wing of the Mbondi Concert Worldwide. Kingdom Football Club, the defending champions, defeated Spring Football Club of Nsratai by a lone goal to return the trophy. According to our reports, sport reporter Kunse also defeated Ayan United by 2 goals to 1 to clinch the 3rd place. The story is here presented.
From the first blast of the whistle after the kick-off performed by the international president of the Mbogondi Concert, Prince Anefe Otta, the Kingdom Football Club dominated play, and this paid off 10 minutes into the first half through a shot fired by a defender wearing number 8 jersey.
First goal has been recorded by the Kingdom FC.
At the resumption of play for the second half, the Spring Football Club of Nsratai hearts out but could not score. At the end of the 90 minutes, Kingdom boys ran away with 1 goal lead.
That is the end of the match. At the end of the match, Kingdom FC.
Speaking at the tournament, the youth leader of the organization, Comrade Efo Fiorukong, thanked the international president of the Mbo and the executive committee of the organization, saying that the competition will help the youths direct their energies into productive activities.
But I also want to use this medium to challenge other sons and daughters of this nation who are well placed in their various fields of endeavors to come out and support things like this and encourage and be proud to identify with where they come from. Because outside this nation, if you are from, you have no other home. This is your base.
Addressing the teams and the enthusiastic crowd that watched the competition, the international president of Mbogondi Concert Worldwide, Ifeota, said the hosting of the tournament is in line with the objectives of the group. According to him, it has afforded youths in the area the opportunity to enhance their sporting talents as well as foster unity among participating teams and insect communities. He pledged improvement in the organization of future tournaments.
Today, we have participating teams from all insect people, wherever they are. With the spirit of the Gather, we, the insect people, have arisen to the faith of greatness. We rise to the fact that with the administration of Mr. Gabriel Emmanuel.
The winners and participating teams were presented with trophies and cash prizes.
President Muhammadu Buhari sends 2015 Supplementary Appropriation Bill to Senate. The Nigerian Labour Congress urges President Buhari to end fuel scarcity. Mesekere tells us more in the national and foreign news segments.
President Muhammadu Buhari has sent a request for a supplementary budget of 465 billion naira to the Senate for approval. The letter, which was read by Senate President Bukola Saraki during plenary, had President Buhari requesting for the supplementary budget to carry out important projects in the country due to the shortage of funds. A breakdown of the budget shows that 2 billion naira is for feeding of Unity Schools students, 413 billion naira is for settlement of subsidy claims, while 39 billion naira is for the military's ongoing operation in the northeast. The letter sent by the President to the Senate also has President Buhari requesting the Senate's approval to borrow 2.10 trillion naira to finance the 2016 budget. The Nigerian Senate has directed the Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board, JAMB, to extend the validity of its results to a period of 3 years. The Senate has also
That is in our package this morning. You can also watch AKBC TV News online by logging on to akbconline.org or follow us on Twitter at AKBC45EU or on Facebook at AKBC Channel 45. Before we go, another look at the major stories. Ahead of Sunday's Federation Cup final, Governor Dom Emmanuel has charged Akwa United players to write their names in gold by winning the cup for the first time. Mr. Dom Emmanuel gave the charge while addressing the technical crew and players who called at the government house view. He also brought a report that Efem Kukwanang has proclaimed the demise of the second civilian governor of the erstwhile Cross River State, Chief Donald Dick Efiebe. That is in our package this morning. Thanks for watching. My name is Agnes Udo Kimber. Have a beautiful day ahead.